If you watched my video for number 27, you heard me talking about dumb summaries. We're going to use that same strategy here, even though this question looks so different from the last one, which was about adding or deleting a sentence. But in a way, they're actually the same kind of question, right? Because both 27 and 28 test the ideas in the passage. So we want to use that, right? This looks like a grammar or a style question, but because it's testing transitions, it's the one exception that's actually about the ideas. So usually I start these by looking at dumb summaries for the words in the choices, right? I don't use these words very often myself, so I'd rather dumb them down and try to understand how those transitions would function. So in addition, choice A, well, that's just a really fancy way of saying and. Conversely, maybe you don't know this, but you should, is another way of saying but. However is also another way of saying but. So this is a common thing. Those both are going to be wrong because there's no real way for me to tell those two words apart. This works 95% of the time. Occasionally there's some doubling, but something slips through for some weird, quirky reason. But this is a reliable way to narrow your focus and get down to fewer choices right off the bat. Because now we're choosing between an and thus, which is a fancy way of saying so. So let's look at the sentences. Let's see, do we need an and or do we need a so? We can even substitute those words in and see if one sounds better. That might help us. Time that could be used creating art is spent devising clever perks to draw the attention of potential contributors. Audiences may contain many free riders. They did not make contributions. Okay. Well, these seem to be about two completely different things, right? There's time is being wasted, and then there's free riders. The free riders aren't there because the time is wasted. They're separate points. They're separate complaints about crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, whatever the topic was. So there's no so here. It's just an and. And that can be a hard transition to pick because it's not really a transition at all, right? It's just a continuation or just another way of adding on another sentence. It doesn't really do much in terms of meaning. But that is the answer. And I think it's much easier because, right, we've eliminated two answer choices right off the bat. We have a much better way of thinking about things. And even if you were unsure, you at least have a better odds guessing. And so with transition questions, not really this one, but others, they can be really hard. And so the more you can do to kind of cut those options down, the better. And so dumb summaries of what you're reading, of what the choices are, it's all a way to just kind of get rid of a lot of the noise so you can focus on what really matters.